Hey YouTubers, so I wanted to talk about the gun control. There has been so many different articles uploaded and I cannot believe how many people have decided that guns need to be outlawed. Why? Because there's been a lot of mass shootings, there's been a lot of school shootings, there's just been a lot of tragedy with guns. Now, that's not to say that there is no deaths with bombers, plane crashes, car crashes, knives, gas, poison. I mean, there are so many other ways to kill. It's not even funny. But a lot of people are focusing on the guns right now. And I am astounded at the amount of people that think if you take your guns away, you're going to protect people. Honestly, I cannot wrap my head around that fact, because it's like telling a person, well, you go into McDonald's and you have the control and you're the one ordering your food and you're the one who's paying for it because that's what you want. Well, if you constantly eat that, you're going to gain some weight. Now, whose fault is that? Is that McDonald's fault or is that your fault? You're the one who's using your decision making, your brain making, and everything else. That's not McDonald's fault. That is the same thing with guns. Okay, if a person decides to go crazy and go into a store, a church, a school, and shoot somebody, whose fault is that? Clearly, it can't be the gun's fault, because the gun doesn't have a brain of its own. It's the person holding the gun and pulling the trigger. Just like that same person could go into McDonald's and decide to eat a bunch of food and get fat. You know, I don't understand how people's brains are thinking in this matter. And call me crazy if you will. And you know what, that's fine. But if I am in a building with over 200 people and there's one good person there with a gun and one bad person there with a gun, and that bad person decides to pull out a gun, do you not think that the good person is going to pull out his gun too and shoot the bad person, therefore stopping the bad person from killing everybody in that church or store or whatever and stopping a mass shooting? Just let that sink in for a minute. Okay, and not only that, if you decide, how do I say this? How do I say this? Okay, so if you decide to ban all of our guns and take away all of our rights to defend ourselves, and let me just state this, that if the President Obama actually clearly believed that all guns should be taken away, because, you know, he really truly believes that guns are bad, then all of those bodyguards that are carrying guns surrounding him and his family would not be there. But he does not do that. Why? Because he does not believe that taking away all of our guns are going to save us or protect us, you know. But that's like the same of like outlawing drugs. You're not supposed to drink until you're 18, okay? Or till you're 21. How many underage kids go and drink just because they can't? How many? I mean, there are so many underage drinkers, it is unreal. And they do it because, oh, it's illegal, I want to do that. Same with drugs. You take away drugs and you know, say, oh, it's illegal, you can't have that. Well, what happen? What happens? People go on to find it and they do it because, oh, it's illegal. Okay, so now you're going to take away guns, and the people out there think that they're going to be safer, but people seem to miss that bad people do not follow the law. You take away the guns from the good people, the bad people are still going to have them, thus leaving the good people with no guns. So do you get it? I don't know. The whole topic confuses me. I will say, you know, I did read an article, and I don't remember who it was by, but it was this lady had posted a picture of her daughter standing on the toilet, and she thought it was really cute. Well, then later come to find out, her daughter said, you know, well, and she was 3, if I remember correctly, that the teacher was teaching them how to go into the bathroom and stand on the toilet and be quiet in case of a mass shooting. And the mom had posted, well, you know, if gun control will help even 1%, 3%, or 10%, don't we owe it? Well, Mom, if a bad person comes into the school and they're going to shoot at little kids and teenagers and middle school and everybody in the school, wouldn't you rather have an armed teacher that could defend you, that could defend your kid, that could stop the mass shooter like that, instead of waiting for everybody else to show up, waiting for the police officers with the guns to show up when you yourself could be carrying and just have the whole situation wrapped up? I mean, guns can kill people. Guns do kill people. But the people handling the guns, that is the action behind all the killing. Because, you know, I don't know if you've seen the pictures, but some people have mockingly posted pictures of their guns sitting on the front porch or sitting on their table, and they're like, well, I'm waiting for the gun to move. So far, it hasn't done anything. It hasn't reloaded itself. It hasn't shot itself. It hasn't even flopped over. I mean, I don't know. I just don't understand how people's brains think. And I'm aware that, you know, that we all have different opinions, and that's okay. But this is my opinion. Anyway, so sorry, I got kind of passionate about that, but honestly, I just don't understand it. I would rather be carrying and be able to have a chance to defend myself and my children and my husband if need be, than to be in a situation where somebody has a gun and is shooting and going crazy and I have nothing to defend myself with. Well, I mean, I could pull out my knife. Anyway, so that is just my opinion. I know a lot of people don't agree with it, and that's okay. That's fine. You can keep your opinion. My opinion is I hope they definitely keep our guns around so we are able to defend ourselves.